Yo, guys. How is it going? Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's good. Sound. Just sorting my camera out. Yeah, welcome, guys. Aspin, how's it going, bro? Get into all them questions later. Heartless, welcome, bro. How are you? Phil, Zulu, welcome, guys. Good to see everyone here. Like I say, if you're just tuning in, as always, drop a little like, drop a comment, and if you're new, drop a subscribe, and let's crush the session. Okay, guys, I've taken one trade today. Profits and break even. So I took a bit of profit, and the rest hit break even. So yeah, it was a 15-minute entry. I'll go into it in a second, but it is profit, you know, on this account. Great start on it anyway. Up about $687 on 2 accounts. Cannot complain at all. It has been a patience day. It's been a patience week. But yeah, let's try and catch something on gold, okay? And this is the range that I'm watching. Let me just see who's here. Yo, Juggy, how's it going, bro? Yeah, welcome, guys, welcome. Like I say, if you're just tuning in, it's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. 20 people tuning in right now. Very, very good to see. And yeah, let's break down gold. Let's get straight into it. Quickly, there's no news. It's Wednesday. It's a very hot one in the UK today, I'm going to be honest. So after this stream, I'm going to get off home and I'll do the rest of the work that I need to do at home. Because this office is very hot, I'm not going to lie. But other than that, there's no news that's going to get in the way. Maybe if Trump says something in the US session, I don't know, but that can't be helped. It just is what it is. Yo, Upinda, how's it going? Emmy, welcome. Good to see you all here. Yeah, welcome, welcome. So, why did I not take any... Let me just move this out of the way, get that set up. Right, sweet. So, why did I not take... A lot of you are wondering, why have I not taken any trades on Monday or Tuesday? Well, look at the chop here. Gold has been extremely choppy Monday and Tuesday. And this is just not my price action, okay? Look at how choppy it is. Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. This is not clean price action. There's no breakouts, there's no direction, there's no good targets, there's literally nothing. And I said to the members, when we get out of this sort of chop here, the opportunities are going to present. And look at this. Literally, price has given maybe like 3 or 4 entries within this push to the upside today, which is very, very good to see. Okay, you can see that we're getting out of this chop. We're actually starting to see gold give opportunities for the week, and that's normal. You know, you just have to stay patient within these, you know, choppy price action. You know, within this choppy price action, stay patient. All profitable traders, if they don't see an entry in the plan or in the playbook, are staying patient. And that's all I did. I stayed patient, and I've taken one trade, and the trade that I took was simply just a 15-minute half risk entry as it re-broke bearish again. Okay, so the trade that I took today was as price rejected this level and closed bearish, I took a sell down. I took partials as it hit the low, and the rest hit me at break even. I was using high risk on this account because I've just taken $7,000 in payouts on these accounts. But yeah, you can see, look at that. 25 ticks. I went break even. And then I went break even. So it hit my target, took partials, and then it ended up reversing. Okay. But very clean trade. Perfect to the plan. First trade of the week is on a Wednesday and I take a win. Okay. First trade of the week, I take a win. That's because I stayed patient Monday and Tuesday. Okay, choppy price action I don't like to trade. It actually starts breaking out of this chop, like I say. Breaks out of this chop because the price is everything. There's no direction here. Once I get the breakout and I have targets, look, I'm catching sells because I'm out of this chop. There's a lot more clarity. Okay, simple as that. One sec. Alright, sweet. Let me get onto these comments. Yeah, welcome everyone. Good to see everyone here. I'm just breaking gold down now. So yeah, since that trade, I've not taken anything. I've just stayed out of the market, really. I was waiting for a pullback, and I'm starting to see that pullback and range now. So for me, if I'm going to be looking for buys on gold, it's going to be on closes back above this level here at 33.63. And if I do look for sells, it's going to be below this level here at 33.59. You can see that's where the recent resistance is. That's where the recent support is. And to the left, it makes sense too. I'm not looking all the way back here. I'm simply just looking here on this recent price action. Okay? So that is my range that I'm looking to trade. And targets are as simple as these highs up here and these lows down here. They're my recent swings. That's where I can see price pushing into in this session if I do get them closes above or below. Okay, I am open to half risk too, but I'll have to see how that develops. So what I'm going to quickly do, let me just update members. Really quickly. Sound. Right, sweet guys, yeah, good stuff. Everything's been updated. That's all I need to really look for. I just need to stay patient and wait for a closure now. As simple as that. Okay? I mean, if this 15 closes bearish, I'll look to take some sells. But overall, I'm happy to continue buying gold if it can break bullish. Okay, so all I really need to wait for now is some strong closes. I'm in a sell targeting New York lows. I mean, not for me just yet. I'd need to wait for this closure here. This 15 closure now to get any sort of entry. But like I say, if it's to your plan and to your playbook and it fits your rules, perfect. Like, I didn't trade for 2 days because it was choppy and I didn't see anything in my sessions. I'm simply just sticking to them rules every single day. You might have traded 6 times Monday and Tuesday because it fit your, I don't know, let's just say your EMA strategy or your range strategy. I don't know. But for me, it didn't. For you, it might do. Let's get some gold plays. Yeah, it's starting to spike. Gold's starting to sort itself out now, which is good. Clean ranges, clean targets. That's what I like to see. Yeah, welcome everyone. Good to see everyone here. Good to see all the familiar faces. Like I say, if you're new and you've got any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments, guys. Feel free. Let's have a look what gold's doing here. MA, D&D, yeah, D&D, how's it going, Ashton, bro? Welcome. I hope we'll get back to 3,400 soon. Potentially, we'll see. We'll see. Like I say, I don't trade. You'll know me, guys. I don't trade with hope. I trade and react to the market. You know, when you're trading with hope, you're too emotional to the market. You know, try and keep that emotion out as possible. If it does this, so what? If it breaks above, great. If it breaks below, whatever. Like, I don't care what it does. I'll trade either side. Your wins will cover your losses for sure. Like I say, look at this here. I've just started trading these 2 accounts again. The ones that I got payouts on. Basically $700 up. Just basically off like an 80% partial. Took like 80% off and the rest got break even. Like I said, just have to build them up again. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday made me impatient. Yeah, you need to stay patient. Patience pays. Seriously, guys. Patience pays. You know, like I've said in a couple of TikTok videos and like I've said in the community Zooms on Monday and Tuesday, you know, patience is what every single consistently long-term profitable trader has. Okay? And if you haven't got it, well, you're not going to be a profitable trader long-term. Okay? It's something that I had to learn, and it's something that I had to, you know, if I wanted to be a profitable trader and consistently profitable long term, I needed that patience. You know, I've got it. You see the payouts and the consistency I have with the strategy. If you want that sort of longevity in the market too, you need that patience. It's a must-have, okay? Second coffee. Nice, Ashton. Beautiful, guys. Good stuff. Good work. I've only had 2 coffees today. Yeah, I've had 2 coffees today. Not only, but I mean, yeah, I've had 2. That Zoom earlier was great. Yeah, it's uploaded. Anybody in the community, if you haven't watched the Zoom, like I say, it's in the Zoom recordings channel now. So you can go and watch it if you want. It's very valuable, guys. Go and have a watch. If you're in the community, you've got access to all of them anyway. Appreciate it though, Ashton. Nice one for the feedback. Yeah, let me get some text on here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, where I'd look to just trade into sort of this level. You know, if it closes below, I'd look to trade into that level. Like 30, 40 ticks. Not bad. Then into them lows. This structure here is what I'd look to trade into if it closes bearish. See how it closes anyway. See how it closes. It could give a nice wick fill or something. Gotta wait 5 minutes anyway, unfortunately, but we'll see. Aspen, it says message retracted, so if you want to ask a question, like, maybe rewrite it. Looking decent for sells if it closes below, yeah. But something I like is the hourly. The hourly's pushing down. It's got structure and that to push into. I'll have to wait for this 15. 15's looking really nice. Even if it's just like a 20, 30 tick trade. Even if I can just get 30 ticks out of it, I'll be happy. Moving quick though, yeah. Like I said, just wait for that. I'm just going to wait for that closure. I see it pushing into this structure though. I do see it pushing into this structure down here. Let me make that smaller. Nice one. Could be a nice bearish engulfing candle, this. Nice bearish engulfing. Cheers for likes, everyone. Smashed 11 already. Nice. Yeah, if you haven't already, guys, drop a like. If you, like I said, drop a comment if you're tuning in. If you got any questions, feel free to let me know. And yeah, I like sells too, to be honest. 4 minutes until this closure, and then I can potentially look for some sells. Is there any... Let's have a look if there's any sort of news that's come out. Nah. Nah, nothing. Look at the charts, and this is exactly what I said. The charts were a little bit out, but look at them now. They're both like almost perfect. Yeah, so if I get a 15 closure here, I'm going to look to try and trade it into this structure down here. I mean, the hourly looks clean to push down. 4 hourly's top wicks rejected this level. I mean, everything's bearish. Everything's bearish. We will see. I mean, all I can really do is wait for this closure, so... Yeah, so basically the level on here is bang, this structure. That's what it lines up with. You know, I think a lot of people are going long. I think a lot of people are going long on gold up here as it rejects this level. Okay, with stop losses down on these lows, looking for this play higher because they think it's now bullish. But we're starting to like sort of fake out this prior 15 bullish candle closure. So I think like a sell into these lows, you know, so I think a sell into this level and a sell into these lows is clean. Okay, just to target that retail liquidity. Like I say, could be wrong, I don't know. I'm just sticking to the plan. Like I say, I'm already up on this account. Look at that. I'm already up $700, so I'm not going to risk all that. I'm probably just going to risk what, like... Probably just do like 15 micros or something. 15 micros would be sound. Like, you need to think about it. How many people are buying gold here? How many people are buying gold? Like, how many people are in this trade now? I would love to see it. You know, go on TikTok, go on YouTube, and find how many people have long gold at this level. I bet you can find at least a few traders who are in long here on gold, who don't understand liquidity and levels, and they're in drawdown. And guess what? I'm going to be looking to take these sells in a second. Like I said, this could, you know, if this fakes back into this range, then I can just hit buys. Doesn't bother me. I mean, I need a top wick. If it doesn't give me a top wick, I can't take it, you know? The only thing I can do is wait for that top wick. If that top wick doesn't form, well, I just leave the trade. Simple as that. If it gives it me, I can take it. And like I say, if the 15 doesn't give me the entry, I'll simply just take the 30. The 15 doesn't give me the entry, I'll just take the 30. Guys, how many people long up here on gold is ridiculous, I think. Now have a scroll through YouTube and TikTok and have a look if anybody's long here. How many people's long here on gold? With stops down here. I think this is just a big retail trap. Like I say, what I wanted is I wanted some sells. I wanted some sells here like so. With a decent top wick, and then I can look to sell down. That would have been my trade. Probably my trade for the day and done for the day if it worked out. But what if it does create a top wick in time, I'll put it in. But I want it to like push up a little bit. You know, I want it to create a top wick up here and then reflip bearish. 160 up anyway. Nice. Yeah, nice. You're long in here from the 4-hour candle. Yeah, 4 hours literally coming to a big level of structure. It's actually taken some liquidity and now it's pushing bearish. But yeah. Yo, Cash, how's it going, bro? Welcome. Yeah, welcome, Cash, mate. If this can top wick, which it hasn't done yet, like I say, guys, I'm not in this trade yet. I'm waiting for a top wick and flip down. And I'll take this trade. Yo, Cash, I dropped you a DM on Discord too. When you've got some time, give it a check. Yeah, I'm not putting this in. I need a top wick. Like I say, this isn't enough. Like, I need it to make sense to then put reflip. Yeah, right. This is fine. I'm just going to put 15 micro sells on the break of the law. Yeah, 15 micros. Like I say, I've already made $700 today. So if this doesn't work out, then so be it. But really, all I'm looking to do is trade into like this sort of structure down here. If it starts pushing back above this range, then I'm just going to cancel the order because then that could be a fake out for it to push higher. I'll just take buys then. Yeah, top wick created. I need the flip now. That's the thing. I won't get taken into this chart. Yeah, that's cool. Just replied Soundcash. I won't get taken into this trade unless it flips. So if this continues pushing higher, that's fine. I just exit. Well, I just cancel the order. But if it, like I say, if it does flip and it starts pushing down, well, I simply get some profit. But we'll see, we'll see. Everything looks good, and the next management point is this level. That's the next point of structure, is this level. So, like I say, how many ticks have I got? I've got 25 ticks. Perfect. I'm in nice. I mean, the H. Oh, H1. Yeah, that would make sense then, Adam. Is this a swing trade? You know, no, this isn't swing, mate. I day trade. Yeah, I day trade gold and Nasdaq. Intraday. Like I say, you can use my concepts that I teach, and you can use the concepts that I trade, and you can use the higher time frames because the market's fractal. And sometimes I will execute swing trades on personal accounts and stuff. That's fine. But I, you know, I trade like the 15-minute and 30-minute mainly. I don't, like I said, I don't swing trade for days. I'm in and out probably within the day. Sometimes I'll hold for like a full day if I'm like swinging a nice runner. But mainly I'm in and out during the day. You know, with personal accounts, you've got more flexibility to hold trades and runners longer. But, like I say, with prop firms like Top Step and Top One, you have to exit within the day anyway. Market execution by accident, yeah, you don't want to be doing that, bro. That's what I mean. Anybody market executing sells down here, that's why I don't do it. Because, look, you're in drawdown. Look at the stop order that I've got in. I'm not in this market until it flips bearish. That's key. Because if this happens, where it just keeps pushing, I don't take the drawdown. Yeah, if this breaks back above this range, I mean, if the 30 clause is bullish, I don't mind some half risk potentially. Oh, futures, yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah. Use the stop orders. That's what I use. I use the stop orders, these. Yeah, this is going to be... Yeah, this is an interesting pullback. Interesting pullback into this structure. Yeah, if this closes back bullish, I'm going to be looking for longs for sure. It's only... For now, it's only sells below but I could easily switch it and start looking for buys in a sec. It'd been nice to have filled that low, to be fair. Oh, you pressed market execution by accident. Yeah, I've done that before when I was first getting used to it, but you'll get used to it, mate. You just need to keep, like, making sure you're using the stop orders. What I'm going to do anyway, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and cancel this order. Just because if this closes back bullish, I'm going to take some longs. I don't want to be looking for sells if it's bullish back above levels. Okay, you can see that we're closing back above. It could be a nice long, especially if the hourly flips bullish. And if the 30-minute flips bullish as well, I'm definitely going to be looking for some longs in 6 minutes. Just need that closure above, really. Yeah, 30 closure is going to be key here. 30 closure, if it's nice and bullish, then I'll just take some buys. I'll just flip it. Hourly, that could just be enough of a liquidity grab for it to push higher. That pullback might have been enough liquidity to get taken to push higher. Wow, look at that. Proper fake out. Proper fake out. It'd been nice for that 15 to have closed as a grab, but still think it's going to fake out and continue higher. Tell you what, it's a warm one today, isn't it, guys? I don't know, like I say... what's your accuracy? At the moment, about 80% win rate, mate. Yeah, on these accounts are about 80% win rate. Quite good. 80% win rate, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's like in the last few months. This daily here is wrong. This is just because my account reset after the payout. Look, you can see that I was up and then I took a payout. I took $7,000 payout on these two accounts. It's pushed back down, but the only thing that hasn't reset is the trade win percentage. It's about 80% over the last couple of months. But yeah, I took 7,000 out of this. That's why you're seeing the decline. But other than that, look at that. Risk to reward, 1.6 on an 80% win rate. 8.1k profit. Real results there, guys. Real results. None of this. I don't trade live. I mean, it's all there in front of you. I trade live every day. You can see how I trade. You can pick up little bits. And then if you want, you know, you can step up and get into the community if you want. That's fine. You can get the mentorship, learn the full plan, and learn everything with the course, the webinars, the Zooms, everything in the community. Hey, Joe. Oliver, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Good to see you here, bro. How's it going, mate? Ollie, yeah. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Just waiting for this 30 to close, really. 30 and hourly. I mean, the markets are starting to shape up, which is good. I'll probably just move this level down a little bit. Because it's just made some decent support there, to be fair. Just wait for this range to break out. You took a win today? Yeah, I took $700 win on them sells. Took the sells here, $700 win. Took like 80% off and then the rest hit break even. Yo, Paul, welcome, man, welcome. Yeah, guys, can we crush 20 likes as well? Oh, we've crushed it. We've smashed it. Legends. 21. 21 likes. Insane. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, guys. Appreciate you all. Yeah, like I say, these two accounts have been doing good. I mean, you can have a look at the stats. Stats don't lie. Like I say, guys, this daily win percentage reset as I took a payout, but everything else hasn't. But you can see, look, 1.6 risk to reward with an 80% win rate. Total P&L over 8,000 in the month. So, I mean, you can see what I do works if you stick to the plan. Okay? If you stick to the plan. Bye, bye, bye. I'd say this to the community members as well. Use me as, okay, Joe trades this way, Joe's teaching me this way in the community. Use the results that I get and the payouts that I get to, you know, say, okay, this works. All I need to do is watch the content and ask questions and execute, okay? Because that is going to get the results. You can use it and you can see it. Okay, you can use it and you can see it and you can believe it and then you can go and do it. Okay, it's super key. What's Naz doing? Yeah, Naz is grim. I had a quick look at Naz before I came on. I'm not interested in Naz at all. Let's have a look at ES. Let's have a look at ES. I mean, see if Naz is yeah, S&P is the same as Naz. It's literally only gold that's shaping up with the clean range and stuff. If Trump speaks, will I trade? Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know when Trump's going to speak. I don't know when he's going to post something on Twitter. What I do is I look at the high impact news here on Forex Factory, and I stay away from news that I can sort of stay away from, that I know that's coming. If Trump tweets and something and I enter a trade, well, it's just bad luck. That's why you have a stop loss. That's why you have a take profit. But I don't, you know, I don't enter trades based on if Trump's speaking, no. Like I say, if it's a planned, like, speech, then yeah, I'll stay away from it. Yeah, but I still think a lot of people are long here, stopped down here, looking for this play higher. They're in drawdown now. I think a lot of people got taken into gold as this green candle printed bullish. They started entering, and now they're probably going to get taken out. And the reason I stayed out of it is because I understood that there's a lot of people going long here. And I think, yeah, look at that. I think a lot of people are getting taken out. So I'm going to try and take some sells if it can break below. Maybe if the 30 can get... If the hourly can get below. Or if the 15 can reject and close bullish. I don't know. We'll have to see. This is my range, though. Trump speaking, 4:15. Let's have a look at orange. I don't trade really at that time anyway. Yeah. Oh, that's Monday. Yeah, 4:15. Trump speaks. Yeah, I'll stay away. I'll stay out of that for sure. I don't. That's the thing. I don't trade around 4:15 anyway. I'm more or less done, especially when I've taken a win like so. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't be trading around that. You know, if I was, you know, if my trading times were 4 PM, I would just wait until he speaks, finishes 10-15 minutes after, then I'll look to execute, just like the other day. What? Yo, how's it going, bro? Muslims humor, welcome, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Yeah, so if this 15 can find some support and reject this level bullish, then I'll look for some longs. I'm really just using these sort of levels as trying to catch trades based on rejections, strong candle closes, or closures above and below. But for now, like I say, I would like to get it back above here. Then I can take them half risk longs based off rejecting this support. Price has come down and actually created this support now. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's good. Guys, if you go and also go and drop a follow on the Instagram. The Instagram link is in there from the bot. I've just put in Instagram. Go and drop a follow on the Insta. Okay. Watch this wick fill, no entry. Yeah, I'm going to be watching this structure now. If this 15 can close bullish, I'll take some buys. Because it's rejecting this sort of structure up here, which is clean. I really love your strategy and the patience to wait for the breakouts. Yeah, patience is key, mate. I didn't look at this. I didn't take a trade at all within this grim, choppy price action. Okay? But look at this. This price action now today, nice breakouts, good ranges. Patience pays. And look at this. The first trade of the week, I've made $1,400. This is across 2 accounts. So I've made 1.4k staying patient. Alright? Clean price action pays, okay? Guys, bear with me 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, I'm just going to go and fill my water up. Okay? Give me 2 minutes. Alright, we're back, guys. We're back. Yeah, 15-minute closure here. I'm going to look for some longs. Nice pullback. Rejection of this level. I would like to get above this structure here too. If it gets above this structure, then I will take them longs for sure. 8 minutes though. 8-minute closure. I'll look for them longs. Joe, can you combine instants? Yes, you can. You basically just copy trade them. I've got a YouTube video coming out tonight too. Joe, how many lots do you trade? About 4 or 5. So about 10 in total. Quite high, to be fair. But yeah, you can... That's good, man. So once you get a payout, you want to combine. Yeah, you can combine them. you can combine them. So you can just link them. So whatever you take on the main, it puts it onto the follower. Yeah, 15. This is all I'm waiting for, really. 15 strong closure. I really do want to get back above here, though. If it doesn't get back above here, I'm not taking it. I'm not buying into a level. But yeah, lots on gold. Like I say, I trade multiple accounts. So on one account, it's like 3 to 4 lots. But across multiple accounts, it's quite a lot. Da, da, da. So stay locked in, like I say, 15 and the 15's closing, and if it does, I'm going to be looking to take some longs on gold. Like I say, I'm not really bothered about what the futures does here. I just want to see a nice strong closure. Because like I already mentioned before, I think a lot of people longing gold up here have been taken out as it's pushed down and it's taken that liquidity now. So if it rejects this level and closes above here, I'm going to be looking for buys. Just as a half risk trade. But like I've already mentioned, I'm already up on this account, so I won't be risking like $700. I'll risk maybe like $250 on micros. But yeah, I'm happy to try and take some longs into this structure if it can close bullish. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments as well. Like I say, if you're still tuning in, drop a thumbs up or a hi. Let's see who's still here tuning in. We've only been on for an hour, to be fair. See if I can get this entry. Yeah, 15's looking nice here. It's rejecting the level strong. It's closing bullish. It's closing above that little level there at like 59s as well. Still nothing for today. Yeah, one sell for me. Yeah, I took a 15 sell here. I took partials literally at these lows as it did on FX. Closed out for $700. And then I went break even and it hit the rest at break even. Is there any peace of mind for you? Trading is stressful, isn't it? Yeah, trading's very stressful. And the thing is, I don't really stop either. I only really stop on like maybe a Sunday and Saturday a little bit. But like Monday to Friday, I'm, you know, focusing a lot of effort into the community. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm free to do what I want when I want. I like putting a lot of effort into the community because I want to see people crush it. You know, I like to focus my time on that. And at the end of the day, I'm still free to do what I want. So yeah, it is stressful, but I wouldn't change it for anything, to be fair. I wouldn't change it for a thing at all. I wouldn't go back to my normal job. I love doing what I do. But yeah, you're right. Trading can be stressful if you make it stressful. For me, it's not that stressful because guess what? I've got a simple plan that I can stick to daily. I take 1 to 2 trades and then I'm done. And if I'm up, like I'm up now, look, $700 or 1.4k for the day, That's me done. Okay? There's no stress about it if you can follow your plan, execute the plan, and just be done after 1 to 2 trades. The people who are really stressed with trading are those who are trying to overcomplicate it. You know, those who are trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, you don't have to overcomplicate trading to be successful. Yeah, Naz, how's it going, bro? Good to see you. Deegs, grateful for the work you do in the community, Joe. Deegs, legend. I appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you, bro. No problem at all. I love doing it. I love doing it. I want to get everyone to the level. You know, I want to get everyone onto that level of, you know, profitability. Guys, if you do want to join the mentorship, like I say, I've put the link. The link's there. I'll pin the link. And you can join up to the community. Link has been pinned. And you can sign up and learn the full strategy. If you want to be a part of the team, start learning the strategy. Everything that you need to be profitable with the strategies there. So get signed up if you want. Joe, I am struggling with the greed management. That's a big thing. That is a big thing for a lot of traders is poor risk management. And I've got, like I say, I'm big on risk management. And I have got a full course video in the community on risk management. It's like 20 minutes long because it's super key. You know, knowing when to enter is one thing, but knowing when to take partials in areas that actually make sense, where there's no emotion in the market, is also key. And a lot of the time, people with poor risk management, are only poor with risk management because they're emotionally attached to the market. They take trades, they don't let the trades run, and they take profit too early. That is because they haven't got a plan on how to take profits. They haven't got a plan on, you know, where to get out the market. Simple as that. I am very close, man. I love this strat. Ashton, appreciate you, bro. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, I appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. Let's all crush it. Like I say, everything in the community is there. With time and execution, you know. Don't matter if the 30 can close bullish, I'll still take the buys. I just need a 30 or 15 bullish candle here at this level. Still a lot of potential here, to be fair. Like I say, I still think there's a lot of... I think there is a lot of people actually going long too early on gold as well. It could wick down and take more liquidity again before pushing higher. Still a possibility. But I'm happy to take buys once it closes bullish, this candle, because that's the confirmation for me to actually start looking to long. Okay. Quite boring, New York. Yeah, you're going to see some ranges because of news. The Trump speaking news here in, you know, literally like 2.5 hours. So expect a little bit of chop, but I'm telling you something. There's been some great opportunities today to take gold long and short. You know, I've only taken one trade today, and that's all I need. But if I see this 30 close bullish, I'll execute it. You know, nice bullish closure here on the 30. I'll take some buys. Does the bot not do... No, it doesn't. It does community mentorship, free Telegram, and Instagram for now. I'll add some more. Maybe over the weekend I'll add some more. Wow, that is loud. Some guy razzing a motorbike next to the office is great stuff. I know, but somehow I miss all the opportunities and get FOMO. Emmy, the only reason you're missing opportunities is because you're trying too hard to like catch them, if that makes sense. Firstly, the main thing that you need to do is understand the strategy and understand the concepts. So work through the course videos and don't be too bothered. You know, work through the course videos, work through the webinars, ask questions, and don't be too bothered about taking trades in your first week. You know, after you start understanding the concepts, you'll be able to find your range, you'll be able to find your targets, and then you can start looking for more entries. But you're missing the trades because you don't fully understand the strategy. Okay, so you're trying to do something and you don't fully understand what you're doing. Okay, and it's never gonna work. So first of all, you need to sort of understand what you're doing first. And like I say, you're not gonna see opportunities like 3 or 4 times every hour. You know, you need to stay patient with the opportunities. You know, there is sometimes, you might see 15, 20 opportunities a day. Sometimes you might only see like 5 or 10. You know, but you only need 1 or 2 of them trades every day. 1 or 2 of them opportunities is all you need to take. Half risk. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, there's nothing. I need this. I mean, it is pushing, but I need the 30 to close bullish. 30 bullish closure here, I'll be happy to take longs. Da, da, da. Like I say, because I'm using less risk because I've already taken a win, I'll probably have something like this, potentially. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm personally going to see how this 15 and 30 closes, and then I'll update. Like I said, I've got 8-9 minutes until it does, so nothing seriously wouldn't take the instant. Yeah, 100%. Like I say, even if it is like a little swing trade account and you think that gold could go somewhere, you know, there's nothing wrong with that if you're trading the right concepts. If you're still trading the plan, there's nothing wrong with that. Has anybody taken much today, guys? Drop it in the comments. Are you have you taken anything in trading? On gold or Nasdaq, have you taken much? Austin, Joe, nice to see you, mate. Yeah, good to see you too. Good to see you too, Austin. I'm still open to sells. I'm still open to sells if it breaks below. Would watch, no trades for me so far. Yeah, I've only taken one trade. Yeah, I've only taken one trade here. Good trade. Perfect to the plan. Like I said, I'm just waiting for a breakout now. How have you been, Austin? How have you been? But if you haven't taken a trade and you've stuck to your plan and stuck to your strategy, that's all that matters, you know? Plan over anything. Strategy over anything. Yo, Messer's here. How's it going, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, welcome, Messer. I feel that, you know, golds give some good opportunities in London session. Some very nice trading opportunities here. Could US track sideways potentially? Had a long in London, nice. I took a short. Yeah, I took a little pullback short here. Made about 1.4k, which was nice. I took a long around 11:30. The price retraced and had a break even. Nice, yeah. Good stuff, man. Yeah, I think, guys, I think a lot of people are taking L's on gold. I think some people would have taken longs up there. Stop losses down here, they've been taken. I think a lot of people are long in gold here. And guess what? They're getting in long too early and they're in drawdown. You know, I think a lot of people are getting chopped about here, not understanding liquidity and levels properly. Yeah, for sure. Patience always pays. Patience always pays. I've been okay. I've been trading, but I blew an account. Yeah, you need to, like I say, Austin, you know, like I say, you know, if you're not being selective. Like, look at this. This is just an example of how patient I am. I did not take a trade in this price action. Was there valid entries? Yes, but not in my times, you know. In my 2 to 3 or 4 hours a day that I trade, there just wasn't much that was popping out at me. And I stayed patient. And guess what? I've taken one half risk entry today and I've made 1.4k. First trade of the week, I've made 1.4k. Okay? So that's the patience that you need. You need to be very selective and picky because you only need 1 to 2 trades every day. Okay? And if I don't get a trade, so what? I'll come back tomorrow. But yeah, Austin, I've been great, thanks, mate. Like I said, I took a 7k payout this week or last week, so can't go wrong. Payouts are coming, sticking to the plan. That's all that matters. Less is more, they say. 100%. 100%. Like I say, I trade simple price action 1 to 2 times per day. That's all you need. But like I say, people have got their own strategies, and if it works for you, good stuff. It's mentorship. It's a mentorship, Zulu. It's the exclamation mark mentorship. I might make like a free Discord though, like a free open Discord if anybody. Not that there's not going to be any mentorship there. I mean, but there'll be a place where you can chat, like an open chat for everybody. I've been focusing on the process and not the money. I've noticed it helps with mindset. Sound, yeah, good stuff, man. Definitely. Trust the process. The money just comes naturally. Yeah, NQ's just pushing. There's nothing for me on NQ. Unless you got this breakout here. This was probably the only breakout that was half valid. Like I say, if this 15 doesn't close below, well, it's the hourly close too. I'll just wait for the next 15 to react, see what it's going to do at this level of support. And if the next 15 doesn't give me an entry, well, I'll just, you know, I'll have to wait for the breakout. I'm up about 0.6% on my account this week. I trade very conservative at 0.5% of my lots per trade. Nice. Beautiful. What account are you using? Yeah, what prop firm are you using, Matt? Took a small win on 3 macros, half risk gold there. Yes, sweet. That's very clean. That I took this half risk, Austin. Can you see here how I've made 700 on 2 accounts? Well, 1.4k. That was this push down here. This move from here to here. That's where I made that money. Clean move, to be fair. Reacted from that resistance, closed bearish. Textbook. Like I say, we've got 30 seconds here. If this 15 doesn't get below the range, then I'll wait for the next 15. If the 15 can then get below, I'll take some sells. That'd be nice. The thing is, though, because I like to be open to both sides as well, if this closes below, well, I'll take some sells down. But if this rejects the level and closes bullish, strong bullish, then I'll take some buys. It's just basically, what is price going to do at this level? It either rejects it and I can take some buys, or it closes below and I can take some sells. Okay, so I'm open to either way. So it might look bearish, but then it rejects and I can take buys. So I need to wait for the 15 to close, and then I'm open to either side. Gold is searching the bottom. The long trend is started on 1 hour. Silver yesterday did the start. Gold will follow it. Yeah, potentially Messi. Yeah. It's been a decent pullback on gold. Yeah, it's been a decent pullback on gold this week. You know, could it come and take some of these weekly wick highs? Potentially. Potentially. When you measure ticks, so how many ticks is the range? I'm confused. So look at this. You've got 63 to 57. Can you see how it's 57 to 63? That'll be 60 ticks because it's 6. Can you see how 57 to 63 is 6? So it'll be that times 10. So if you measure this now, it's 60 ticks. Look, 600, divide that by 10, 60 ticks. That's how I measure it. You can look at the range and do it, or you can just simply get the tool, measure the range. Well, that's 62, divide by 10, it's, well, 620, divide by 10, it's 62 ticks. Joe, do you ever have issues moving to break even too soon? No. No, Austin, if I follow my plan and my like I say, I don't know if you watched it, but in the community, I've got a risk management video, and that really clears up everything to do with when you need to move stops to break even. I'm very strict with my plan that whatever happens, I don't care. You know, when you're moving stop loss too early to break even, it's because you're scared of losing. And I really get into that in that video, okay? I do not manage my trade until it hits my first break-even point. So if, for example, price gives me an entry here, and my first break-even point is a level, for example, here, I'm not going break-even until it hits that point. If it doesn't, it hits me out, so what? I'm open to that risk. Yeah, it's discretionary, but there's mechanical in there because my playbook's quite mechanical. Like, what you need to see for an entry is mechanical, but ranges and targets are discretion. Silver's had a great run. Let's have a look. Wow, yeah, look at Silver. It's taking that liquidity now, 4 hourly. Daily's pushing as well. Yeah, nice push there. So Messer's like in the longs, long term on gold. Thank you. Yeah, all good, Austin, mate. All good. Yeah, I'm going to see how this 15 closes. If this 15 takes them lows without giving me an entry, like I said, I just have to wait for a new range, really. If it can reject and close bullish now, I'll take some buys. Some risky buys. Guys, we're back in 2 minutes. Guys, we're back in 2 minutes. I'm just nipping to the toilet, okay? Bear with me. Yo, we're back. Come back with volume, Joe. Nice. Hopefully. Drink too much water. Drink too much water. That's why I need to head off the... Yeah, 15 would be valid, Ashton. I just need, like I said, I just need that closure. I need to see how it closes in 7 minutes. I mean, if it closes bearish, I'll take some sells, but there's not much room now. If it closes like here, then could be nice. 20 ticks, quick 20 ticks and dip. I would prefer it to close bullish and then I can buy, to be honest. I would prefer a bullish closure and buy on the 15. But like I say, I'm open to both sides. I'm happy to take either side. Yo, cheers for the likes, guys. 26 likes crushed. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Da 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 da. I mean, I prefer buys just because of how many targets are above and just how, you know, look at the hourly. It's having a pullback into this chop. I don't really want to be trading inside this chop. So that's why if the 15 can close bullish, then I can take some buys. I'll see. All I can do is wait for this 15 to close. All I can do is wait for this 15 to close. Ba-ba-bam. 5 minutes anyway. 5 minutes until the closure. Let's see. Oh, don't go and take that. Don't go and take them targets, my friend. Still got 15 ticks, but I need that. I need it to slow down a bit and not take these lows. You know, if it comes and takes these lows, then I'll just have to wait for a new range. I'll probably just buy back above this range here. Like I said, there's no point in... There's never a point in just trying to see 3-4 different options when the candle hasn't even closed yet. I think a lot of people are getting faked out of this. I think a lot of people are getting faked out of this range closure here on the 4 hourly too. You know, think about how many people are buying gold up here and just getting faked out thinking it's like a retest to continue higher. Very, very retail trap. And, you know, I think a lot of people have taken these longs here, And that's why I've stayed out of longs. Because I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough closures. Or strong enough close to long. The only thing I would like to do is add long if this 15 closes bullish. That's when I'd be interested in longs, because it's taken enough liquidity and rejected the level. So, it's got 3.5 minutes. If it closes like this, I can't do anything until, say, the 30 closes. Let's see, guys, who's still tuning into the stream. Drop a comment if you're still tuning in. Let's see who's still here. 2.5 minutes anyway. Let's see how it closes. I mean, I would like for it to close bearish and I can try and take some sells. Targets are basically the same now, which is good to see. But then I still think it can push lower. You know, I still think it can push into some of these lows if it is going to close bearish. I'll see. I'll see. Yeah, I don't want to close as a grab as well. Don't want to close as a grab. 1.5 minutes. Not bad. Probably, like I say, if I do take some sells, I'll probably use low risk and have my stop a little bit bigger. Just because I'm using low risk and just I want to give it enough room to see if it wants to push instead of getting wicked out and then the push happens. But main thing I need to do is just wait for this to close here. Could still get back above that range and I can take longs then. Yo, Vibes, how's it going, mate? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Is it going to close bullish? Is it going to close bullish? I mean, it is on futures. It is on futures. Yeah, I think this is going to push higher. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this. Like I said, I'm going to see how the 15 starts reacting. Maybe the 30 entry will be nice. Yeah, if this 30 can close bullish, then I'll take some buys. Like I said, I just need to wait for this 30 to close. If it closes bullish at this level, I'll take some buys. You know, it would be good if it closed above here. Because then I can, you know, then it's more confirmed as it's above this support and resistance too. But first things first, I need it to close bullish. Once it closes bullish, then I can take some longs. 15 didn't close bullish, so I can't take it. No, because the 15 didn't close bullish, Austin. If this 15 closed bullish, then I'd be looking for half risk longs. That's why I'm waiting for the 30 now. Because the 15 didn't close bullish. If the 30 does now, then I can take some longs. So it's all basically how this 30 closes. If the 30 doesn't close bullish, then I'm just going to leave it. I'll go and trade with the community and see if I can take anything after the stream. Yeah, for sure. We've got a big resistance. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people are longing gold too early up here. I think a lot of traders have been longing gold too early. And all this has been is a big fake out of this level. I really wouldn't be surprised if gold pulled back even more. But I think buying now is a lot better than trying to buy up here. So that's why I'm going to wait for this 30. If this 30 can close bullish, then I'm happy to take them longs. Or I mean, even if this 15 closes bearish, there's still targets to the downside. See how it closes, I mean. Let's see. Still open. This level here at 57s is key. It is key. It's still choppy. Wait till after news. Yeah, news is in 2 hours. I'll probably trade for another like 30, 40 minutes and then wait until after news. To be fair, I've already caught my position. Do I need to trade anymore? No. If I trade, I'm going to be using like $200 risk. I'm not going to be risking this. I'm going to be up $1,000 for the day because I'm not going to risk this. I'll risk like $200. So if I take a trade and it's a loss, well, I've taken one win, taken one loss, and I'm up. So all good there. Main thing is I stick to the plan. Main thing is a valid trade. Okay. If price comes down and takes these lows, well, I'll simply just wait for a new range. If price does this, I'll simply just wait for a new range because that new range will give me new breakouts. Okay. Simple as that. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh, Joe, we're close to these targets. What happens if it just does this? Well, if it comes and takes these lows, I'll simply just wait for a new range like this once it's created that support. Then once it's created that support, if it breaks above, I'll look for longs. If it breaks below, I'll look for sells. Okay. That's basically how I'd alter this range, depending on how it closes and how it takes targets and stuff. After the stream, I'm gonna head home and I'll do the rest of my work at home because it's very warm in the office today. Where's everyone tuning in from, guys? Let's see. Put it in the chat. Where's everyone tuning in from? In the UK, it's warm today. What are we at now? Currently 30 degrees where I am. So it's a warm one. So I'm gonna finish the stream. I'll update the members and then I'll head off home and finish the trading off at home. Preston, Adam, nice. I'm not far from you, to be honest. I'm near Burnley, Blackburn area, so not far. Also, guys, if you're interested in the in-person mentorship day, one ticket is available now. Yeah, one ticket is available for the London in-person mentoring day. So if you do want to get the last ticket that has only just come available, let me know. It was sold out, but there's one ticket available now. If you want it, it's in London in September. Yo, South Blackburn, nice. South Africa, sweet. Sweet. Yeah, this 15 could close nice. This 15 could close nice and I can take some longs. It's taken a lot of liquidity to the downside now. Yeah, I'd like a strong close above here. Bam, bam. Yeah, New York Open in 7 minutes. Yeah, we got New York Open at 2:30 UK time. Yeah, so like I say, if it gives me an entry, like I say, New York Open, there's going to be some volume. But like I say, if there's nothing setting up, you still have to be patient. You know, you can have New York Open, you can have the volume, but there might not be a valid entry. So it's like, I'd rather just wait for the valid entry to set up. Like I say, I'll update you on this in 6 minutes to see if there's anything. If not, I'll update you and then go ahead and trade with the community. Trade with community for rest at day, see if I can catch something there. Da-da-da-da. Like I say, guys, if you do want to get involved with the Discord community and learn the full strategy, the link to join is pinned. Click that join the Discord community pinned link. It'll take you to my website. You can sign up there, and you can get access to everything to learn the full system. Okay, 5 minutes until this closure. What is it going to do for us? What is it going to do? This could be an interesting one, because if it closes bullish, I'd be happy to set longs. Like I say, there's a decent level here that I'd be watching. But other than that, it's quite clear into some of these highs and more structure above. Yeah, if it closes bullish, I'll be taking it. Yeah, I'll be taking it. I'll be leaving like a little stop loss down here, small risk, and see if I can ride it up. But like I say, it's got 5 minutes. I need that closure, really. Da 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 da. Yeah, get above here would be very nice. Above this 15 level. I can take them longs. We can, yeah, there's a lot, like I say, there's big bodies here, small wicks. That does show slowing down in volume as well. That's an indication that price could start reversing. Like, look at this. Big wicks, small bodies, price reversed. Yeah, that's something to look at. Candle patterns like that for sure. But we could start chopping because we have got Trump speaking at 4:30 in 2 hours or 4:15. So, you know, this could just be chopped before the move. Come on, Goldie. Give us something. Can't wait to be profitable. It's around the corner, mate. It's around the corner for everybody. It's just about how bad do you want it and how much do you want to stick to your rules. You know, being a profitable trader is probably the best job in the world, I think, personally. Like, with the freedom that you get with it. You know, the money that you can make, like I say, not everyone's going to make the same, but you can make as much as you really want to make with scale and stuff, but yeah. Do you know when you go traveling, do you still have to pay? Yeah, I get, you can get travel insurance, man. Yeah, for sure. You don't want to be breaking something. You don't want to be breaking something and then you have to fork out all this money. Like, travel insurance is like, what, 20? I think it cost me like, what is travel insurance like? It was like £90 for like 6 months. It's literally nothing. Guys, when I was traveling Asia, you know, when I was in Thailand, Vietnam, and Bali for like almost 2 years, this was, you know, I didn't have the community. You know, I've been trading like 7 years, and you know, like before I even started the community, I'd been trading, you know, look, like 5-6 years, and I was profitable for a couple, like 2.5 years before it. And all I used to do was travel Asia, you know, trade 1 to 2 hour sessions, and then get on with my day. That is pure freedom. Trade a little bit, go to the beach, trade a little bit, go and get something to eat, razz around on motorbikes, whatever. You know what I mean? That's freedom to me. Right, guys, I'm personally going to head off here. This isn't closing bullish. This isn't closing bullish in 20 seconds. But I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to be waiting for now. Okay, guys, so what I'm waiting for is I'm going to be watching this level here. If gold can get back above this level, I'm going to be looking for some buys into these targets up here, okay? That's my range to look for buys above. And if I'm going to be looking for sells, I mean, probably some level down here that he's been rejecting from. Probably just going to watch this range, see how it reacts, okay? But if I'm going to be looking for some buys, it's going to be above here. Closes above here. I'll then look to buy into these highs and then into these highs. Ever been to Brazil? No, I've not, mate. I would go at one point, though. I will be going at one point. But guys, that's me. Hope everyone's enjoyed the stream. Anybody in the community, I'll check in with you there now. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow. Okay? Catch you all tomorrow. Like always, like, subscribe, put notifications on so you don't miss a live stream. Trade safe. Bye-bye.